All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the truth hour with General Sarasun said he kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepted members to not only the Sarasun Seti YouTube page, but the General Seti YouTube page, two dynamic powerhouse institutions on YouTube giving you nothing but black power, black divinity. I want you to subscribe immediately. I want you to become a member. Link for the memberships right down in the video description is in the chat. All you had to do is just click it. You get a video introduction, run down on the memberships, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I appreciate your presence here at the Sarasun Seti General Seti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. The General got a new website up on Teachable, uploading a lot of dynamic curriculums, powerhouse programs, certificate courses. First one up, 25 Steps to the Redemption of Definitive Black Manhood, designed by the General, strictly for the brothers. It's an amazing, amazing course. You can get a preview just by clicking that link right over there in the chat. Also included the Brotherhood of Hebrew Roundtable live stream, where the brothers meet once a week discussing very vital, important, powerful information pertinent to our growth and development. Make sure you get over there, get that preview, and become a brother, become a member today. Ring the alarm, KingSeti.com, online marketplace, official. General Sarasun Seti DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor accessory for every room in the house. Got something for your family. Know you're going to like and love. Get over there, check out that catalog, get a discount. Shop and save and shop. That's right. And everybody know the General got the pop in his page on Patreon. It's going down tonight. We're going to do a couple videos over here on the tube. Then we're going right over there to Patreon, the 7 sanctuaries of the Abydos temple. Abydos temple. We're talking about the spiritual stargates to the constellation of chaos. You should be in the house. You should not miss it for nothing in the world. To all the family out there that donate to the General, I thank you, appreciate you. For those that would like to donate, and I appreciate you for appreciating me. Those who would like to donate, the link is right there in the chat, and I thank you very, very much. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, King Seti, General Seti, Sarasun Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up, like it because you'll love it. Share it with your family and friends. And comment, comment, comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because I will ban your ass. All right, family, here we go, man. We talking about some crazy. Let me get that up in there. We talking about some crazy, crazy shit, man. That this government, you think you talking about Nazi, Germany and all, Stalin over there in the Soviet Union, Mao Zedong. You see all them young Kim, what was his name? Not Kim Jong Un, but his grandfather and his father. You think them motherfuckers was despots? You think them motherfuckers was ruthless dictators? Man, listen here. These motherfuckers over here in the United States of America set a precedent. You see, and half of them motherfuckers was looking at the blueprint that what was going on over here. Nazi Germany was looking at the eugenics program in the United States. You see, in order to put their goddamn genocide department together over there. But family in St. Louis come out saying, that there was times that, when they were coming up, younger, that, motherfucking fog and shit was in St. Louis. It was a weird fog and shit. And, and they would see these motherfucking government workers with hazmat suits on and shit spraying fucking fog into areas of St. Louis, obviously in areas where our peoples was located. It looked to me in areas right around housing projects, things of that nature. And so they, come out, find out that these motherfuckers was simulating warfare on the people, people, based on the news report that St. Louis was laid out a lot like Moscow over there in Russia. And so they simulated, some of the tactics and shit on St. Louis, because of the fact that it was similar to Moscow. Man, they talking about they put fucking radioactive chemicals in the oatmeal. I'm just, man. Listen here, man. It just be like you be at a loss of motherfucking words because it's like, yeah, here we go again. This is a never ending fucking story, man. This is a never fucking ending story. And so, I mean, if it ain't one thing, it's a fucking other. Yeah, so we okay with closing our eyes and pretending like everything good. Everything gonna be all right. Everything ain't gonna be all goddamn right because there's too much shit going wrong out here, and a lot of it is being veiled from the public, just like fucking Flint with the water, not even and all kind of shit. Syphilis, Tuskegee syphilis experiment, and all the other goddamn experiments that's going on out here. And so we got some video, but this is like, because we think about the fucking chemtrails and shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker go out and you go outside, motherfucker had to come back in, Motherfucker ain't feeling well. What the fuck y'all think they putting in them goddamn them fucking them clouds out there, them goddamn chemtrails and shit like that. So, this is some sinister shit. It's some sinister shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no working with no government like that. You see, it ain't no working with no Neanderthals like that. It ain't, because it's such a low level of humanity. You know what I'm saying? That is no way even of fooling yourself that the possibility of working with these people is a possibility. It's not a possibility. It's not a possibility at all. You feel me? So we just got to know that. We just got to goddamn know that. But we got some video. Let me get in here. Black Power, family. Black Power. Yeah, let me get on in here. We're going to drop it. Let me get it.
Secret government experiment that was carried out in St. Louis. Residents tell us they still remember a mysterious fog. Children would run through it. Mothers would try and close their windows against it. For decades, they all had questions, and now we're seeking answers. The United States Army now admits that it sprayed a chemical that contained cadmium, a known carcinogen, on a neighborhood of more than 10,000 people. Critics say this was done with no warning and no consent. Well, tonight we return to the site of that demolished neighborhood and speak with former residents who believe the government turned them into human test subjects. Although the Army admits that the test happened, it is not admitted to harming the residents. News Nation's Natasha Zuvez investigates what was in the fog and why the truth may still be buried.
The fog drifted through the streets like a ghost.
That's exactly what it looked like, a thick fog.
It was summertime and it was hot. We would just run through it as fast as we could and try to just cool ourselves off. It stuck to you.
The spray was so foul as far as the odor. It made some of us have headaches, nausea, dizziness.
That's what I remember. It made me sick.
It wasn't the weather. It was an eerie smoke descending from rooftops, rolling from the backs of trucks.
Regular flatbed truck, but it had a big machine on the back. And it had a big nozzle that really sprayed a fog you couldn't even see through. It was that thick. And it really, we felt it as it would adhere to our skin. And as far as the guys on top of the buildings, they tried to portray them to us as maintenance workers. But we was like, what is a maintenance worker doing? And basically a hazmat suit. And they had masks and goggles.
In the 1950s and 60s, in secret, the U.S. Army sprayed zinc cadmium sulfide into the air of a St. Louis housing project, a largely black neighborhood called Pruitt-Igoe.
It was a lose-lose situation for us in Pruitt-Igoe. We were subjects. We were subjects.
They didn't ask for our permission. We didn't ask for them to spray us. My government used me like I was a guinea pig.
We're standing at where Pruitt-Igoe used to be here in St. Louis, and it's hard to believe more than 10,000 people used to live here. As we bring our drone up, you can see it's mostly just an empty lot now, overgrown with trees.
Yeah. That's just that's the first part, it's some extended information. But that's crazy and shit, man. That you and a lot of people don't understand. Many of them fucking scientists that was over there doing the shit that they was doing in Nazi Germany, shit, they brought them motherfuckers over here. You see, and so they extended their programs over in this motherfucker. No, they didn't just bring the nuclear shit over here. They brought all that goddamn that experimental shit as far as chemicals and shit on people and shit. So they brought that over here with them too. You see, and so and as as things come unveiled. You know what I'm saying? As things come unveiled, just like this, ain't no telling how many fucking experiments that these Neanderthals have performed on black people. You see what I'm saying? Because you gonna be the goddamn guinea pig. You gonna be the let's see what happened. Let's see what happened to the niggas. You see what I'm saying? Spray the shit over there. But see, that's where, it remind me of that movie by Stephen King, The Fall. But see, they put the little monsters in there and shit, and little aliens and shit and all of that. But see, you know what I'm saying? That's esoterical and shit. Yeah, it is a real fog out here. And you got to be careful. A lot of people's be showing on these motherfucking videos the shit that's falling out the air and shit, man. They can go take a fucking credit card after it rain and shit. Man, they can go scrape the shit off their goddamn windshields. It's that goddamn thick. Is that goddamn thick. Whatever is in the motherfucking air when it rain, that shit come down onto the cars, onto the grass, whatever out there, come down on that shit. And you can literally take a credit card and scrape that shit off the windshield, and it be on there thick than a motherfucker. So it's crazy. What the fuck we dealing with? I ain't no. It just no. You see, that's really what it boiled down to. That our people got to understand. Ain't gonna be no integration with no motherfucker on that level. You know what I'm saying? Once people can get that out of their goddamn mind and shit and move past that, at least psychologically move past that, where you setting this shit up, where even if you ain't there right now, you gonna be. You see, that's ultimately where the end zone is, that to get the fuck away, because man, and not just get away. A lot of people's on the planet is obviously they sick of the shit one way or another. That don't mean they our friend, but it do mean a lot of people are fed up with the this type of inhumanity, as far as all this brutality, all these experiments, all this bullying and shit on the motherfucking planet, and they see what it is what it is. You see, it is what it is, and you have to move past this shit. You can't keep sitting up in here because the motherfucker gonna experiment. He gonna experiment on your ass. Period. All the medicine motherfuckers taking, you take it, they putting the shit in, they put the shit in the oatmeal. Now I had to get down to where the oatmeal, they was the kids in the school, man. This is what they saying, that the motherfuckers put radioactive oatmeal in the motherfucking school. Oh, you say that Kennedy? Yeah. Well, they should know motherfucker can't talk. He can't motherfucking talk right. No goddamn way. Shit, I don't even know why they put the motherfucker in there. And the motherfucker can't talk right. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Say, yeah, I mean, my parents went through that shit in City Glen Project. That's crazy than a motherfucker. Say the lawsuit, they need to. They need to get some paper. Shit, you know what I'm saying? And free medical too. Not just money, but some free medical. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll give you some money, and if you get sick, you had to spend it all on, goddamn it, trying to, get back healthy if you can. A lot of that shit, you know what I'm saying? They saying, I was watching the video where they were saying a lot of the peoples had gotten cancer and shit, and you know what I'm saying, had gotten cancer and things of that nature. Shit, you get some shit like that, you gonna need more than just money. You gonna need a whole lot more shit. You know what I'm saying? Got to have free, you got to have the access to the best, and they need to be going in there now. Shit, there ain't no sense of waiting. To live through some crazy, crazy ass shit like that. Yeah, I don't know how they did that shit. I don't know if they just took the oatmeal and put the shit in it. I don't know if it was in the land and they grew the shit. You know what I'm saying? I know I didn't. I had to go into the video and see. Let me see how far down it is and see. I know it was. Let me see. What's up, bruh? Black Pop. Let me see if I can get it back in here.
We didn't ask for them to spray us. My government used me like I was a guinea pig.
They're waiting us out.
They're waiting on all of us to die.
The government says, admits it sprayed a chemical that contained cadmium, a known carcinogen. Critics say without warning and without consent. They sprayed it on a neighborhood of more than 10,000 people, but now years later, residents are getting sick, some with rare forms of cancer, and they're asking what else might be hidden from them.
Let me respond. And Fresh Debbie said, how did they know it was radioactive? Are they carrying around scanners around? Well, obviously, you ain't spraying. What the fuck? You spraying something in the goddamn air. You ain't came out and said what it was. You see? So if it wasn't radioactive, why you ain't brought the records out? You see? Now, they were saying that one of the guys who was responsible for that particular, they admitted to spraying something. And so what the fuck was it? You see? What the fuck? The people were saying they was getting sick. So if it was radioactive, the motherfuckers getting sick, shit, what the fuck? What is you talking about? Your motherfuckers getting sick. What the fuck is it? It ain't something that's healthy. It ain't goddamn vitamin C. I can tell you that. So you talking about, listen, whoever you are, Fresh Debbie, I don't give a fuck who you are. We've already busted motherfuckers doing all type of crazy ass shit before. This is not beyond nothing that the goddamn and obviously you a Cro-Magnon Neanderthal. You see what I'm saying? This is small fry shit compared to the shit that your people did. So don't even bring your ass up in here talking about how do we know? God damn it, we know you. We know you. I tell you that. We know you and your damn people. And I tell you that. We ain't got to second guess about you and your goddamn people. I believe that. You can believe that right there. Come on back when you get a chance. God damn, that she just disappeared. He jumped up out of there. What happened? God damn, what happened, Ray? You must have got her ass up out of there. Yeah, bring your ass to how we know. Motherfuckers getting sick. That's how the fuck we know. And obviously the government admitted to something. They ain't telling all that it is. But listen, let's listen to some more of this.
Spray. News Nation's Natasha Zubas picks up the investigation from here.
You're not white. Well, what you talking about, family? If you ain't white, well, what is you talking about? I mean, what is you talking about? You want to know? I mean, and you need to ask these goddamn Neanderthals that's reporting on it. You see what I'm saying? The government didn't admitted that they did something, but they ain't saying what the fuck they did. And so if you're going to spray some goddamn body, then you should explain, at least have the motherfucking decency to ask the people, can we spray you? Ain't no motherfucking guinea pigs. The fuck is you talking about? That don't make no goddamn sense. You gonna let, fresh, you say you ain't, well, okay, well, I tell you what, you gonna let somebody spray you? Doing shit. I mean, if people been sprayed and people's is getting goddamn, see, that's just like the goddamn that goddamn COVID shit. You see what I'm saying? You know it. No, some shit is real. Yeah. Oh, they over there on the general feed. Okay, that's all right. Well, if I had to handle it, I handle it. You see? Yeah, if I had to handle it, I handle it. But, ain't no goddamn putting no damn fear in it because we know how they get down any goddamn way. The motherfucking pipes and goddamn Flint. How the fuck we know this shit coming out looking like mud? The fuck is you? I mean, you know, and motherfucking, you got motherfucking fog in the goddamn. You can look up in the sky, and you talking about putting fear in. And when I grew up, you could look up in the goddamn sky. It'd be blue sky. And now you look up in the motherfucking sky, they out there doing donuts in the goddamn airplanes and shit. And you look up in the goddamn clouds, and all the goddamn clouds is the sky is foggy. No, I mean, she good. I mean, she ain't saying nothing I mean, we gonna have dialogue. She good. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Shit. Yeah. Well, it ain't got nothing to do with no damn free speech, okay? Don't come over here with all that now. We let everybody say what they're gonna say. You see what I'm saying? But it's all good. It's all good. You asked a question, it's as if it's you act a hypothetical question, as if we stupid. You see what I'm saying? We've been dealing with this shit for a long time. You see, we ain't dealing with no fear. It's been a whole lot of situations where, this shit is right in the goddamn exact. They were saying that shit about Flint, and everybody in the goddamn city been drinking goddamn fucked up water for the last fucking 10, 15 fucking years. And then after, people get all goddamn sick and shit, and it's an international goddamn, blow up, all over now everybody want to talk about, and they probably still ain't fixed that shit in goddamn in fucking Flint. They probably still ain't fixed that shit. Motherfucking fucking factories and shit, letting shit leak and shit all into the fucking water. Ray Cantina, shut your bitch ass up. You ain't nothing but you must be a tether. You must be a tether. You understand what I'm saying? I put out there what I need to put out there. If you don't got you must, if you're not from my people, don't give a fuck. And we know you don't give a fuck, so don't worry about what I say to my people. You feel what I'm saying? You see, don't worry about what I say to my people. Get your punk ass over there with your own people. You feel what I'm saying? You bring you come over here crawling on your belly and shit. You see, you ain't nothing but a belly crawler. You see, you ain't nothing but, I don't give a fuck what you is. I don't give a fuck what you is. You ain't what the fuck? You put that in there like that means something. That don't deal with your motherfucking, whether you got dignity or not, anything of that goddamn nature. I'm African, so fucking what? You sound like a dumbass African. That's what you sound like. Talking about always, motherfucker, this shit on the news, you dumbass motherfucker. The hell you talking about? Yeah, cartoon. Yeah, cantina. The fuck kind of name is that? Where you from? Julio Iglesias ass nigga? Fuck, you one of them Julio Iglesias ass niggas. Yeah, you gonna bring No, you the devil. You the goddamn, I'm divine. All that Ray Cantina. Get your Julio Iglesias ass up out of here. Yeah, gonna bring your ass over here talking about the devil. And you came over here with the intentions of being divisive. What kind of bitch shit is you talking? Talking about he a devil, and you came over here with the very intention of being divisive. That's the devil. You could have stayed your ass where you was. The fuck is you talking about? You came over here to start some shit. You demonic entity. I goddamn baptize you, Cantina. Yeah, you better take your ass on down there and get you Cantina, get you some tequila and get you a goddamn burrito and go sit your ass down somewhere. You see what I'm saying? For a motherfucker go upside your head like one of them, what they call them motherfucking things, they be hanging up there and they be hitting them goddamn things. Yeah, you better go sit your ass down somewhere. Yeah, what they call them things, they be with the candy in it and the kids be hitting it. What the fuck? Yeah, you ain't know with that, man. You know I know how to deal with these motherfuckers. Yeah, they know what they done. Yeah, what they call it? Yeah, whatever that shit is. I don't even know how to motherfucker. Yeah, that. Yeah, that. Whatever the fuck it is. Yeah, that. Whatever the fuck it is. Yeah, Claw. He said clog knocker. Yeah. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I know. Yeah, the fact that y'all over here, man, I've been doing this shit for a long time. Y'all niggas weak. Anytime you got to come over here, you're hurting. That's all I know. Anytime you got to come over here and get him, you're hurting. Nigga, I know this shit. I've been doing this shit you're hurting. That's all it is. You need to bring your wicked ass over here because you're hurt. I'm obviously, you understand, doing great damage out there on the battlefield. You feel what I'm saying? A pinata. That's what it is. A pinata. Okay, that's right. I'm glad you spelled that shit right, because I don't know what the fuck. Yeah, pinata. Yeah, y'all motherfuckers, y'all writing that shit like y'all in Spanish class. Spell that shit out to me. Say that shit out. Yeah. Yeah, say that shit out. Don't come talk like you write that shit in there like I'm goddamn Julio. I'm not Julio, goddamn it. You feel what I'm saying? I'm from out Detroit. We ain't got no Julios and shit. Yeah, you know, that shit. When y'all put that shit in there, I looked at it. I said, what the fuck that's I'm not about to embarrass myself trying to say that shit. I say, yeah, that. Whatever the fuck you say right there, that's what Yeah, they come over here, they hurting. Anytime they show up in my shit and they get to talking crazy, that mean they hurt. I've been doing this a long time. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers out there, y'all must ain't, you know, them lies you niggas is telling out there is drying up out there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, Black Power. Yeah, them lies is drying up. Motherfuckers got to come because if it was gravy over there where they was at, they'll stay over there and do their motherfucking thing. But when they get to creeping over here, shit ain't gravy. But we know what it is. We speaking on it and shit, you know, and these peoples is speaking for themselves. Okay. And I think they, you know, our people ain't got to lie. You see, that's the shit that we know, like our people just got to lie about some fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? So shit, they remember the shit when they was kids and shit. Yeah, and they admit the government didn't admit it to something, and we want to know what the fuck it is. What the fuck is you spraying? You see what I'm saying? Are you still spraying? Do you go out in white people's neighborhood and just start spraying? You think they're gonna let you go out there and just start spraying? And they get to looking at you out there with hazmat suits and you spraying fog and shit through their goddamn community? You think they're gonna let you do some shit like that? Hell no. Hell no. You feel me? So I'm gonna stay on this, family. I'm gonna stay on this. And to all let me see who over there on the general. I see Brother Edward in the house. Brother Edward, you over there on the general? You must be, because it got quiet over there. Brother Edward went right over there on the general. It got quiet over there. Oh, yeah, yeah. Brother Edward went over there on the general. He went over there, bum rushed their ass and shit. Yeah, deported their ass up out the chat. You feel what I'm saying? Shit. But anyway, family, we gonna stay on this shit. We gonna stay on this because it's wild. It's just some unbelievable shit. I'm gonna get in there and I'm gonna listen to the video again and I'm gonna report back. I'm gonna break it down so I can get to the part about the oatmeal and shit like this. Why would they even come up with some shit like that? Who would come up with some shit like that? I mean, out of nowhere, a motherfucker just gonna say, oh, motherfucker, where did they get that information from? You know what I'm saying? Was it some type of whistleblowers in the motherfucker? It had to be something. And we're going to get down, since everybody want to talk this bullshit, we're going to get down to the bottom of this shit and see exactly what it is. I felt the need to alert the people that, some shit like this had happened. But, I'm going to get off into it much deeper and see what the fuck is going on. But anyway, family, we got some more, and we got the Abbey Dose thing. We got one more over on YouTube. Let me get this one out. We got one more on YouTube, and we about to drop the Abydos Temple. We're going to get off in there. We talking about the spiritual stargates to the constellations of chaos. I already got the supplemental information already lined up. Let's go to work tonight. Click the link, get over to Patreon, and we about to start a forest fire, family. So come on and join me. I'll be right back. Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.